Hi Steve, thanks for sending me your run video for analysis. I wasn't able to look at the middle video that you sent me. I'm assuming that was the side view, lateral view, could not watch. So let me give you a brief outline of what I'm looking at. Number one, I'm looking at cadence, how many foot strikes you take a minute. I'm also looking at your foot strike, whether you strike on your toe or heel or midfoot. I'm looking at your forward lean. I'm looking at your head position and your arm swing. So let's start from the back view. And while I'm doing this, I'm stopping the video and pausing it and kind of seeing it at you at different stances, positions in the running form. So from behind view, I can see, let's start with cadence. So your cadence is around 160 2-foot strikes a minute. That's a little low. I'd like to see you higher, more closer to 170 to 180 2-foot strikes or 85 to 91 foot strikes. I think the length of your stride looks fine and you're on your way to increasing your leg turnover. It's important to note your speed on the treadmill because a lot of people think when they try to run faster, they need to increase their stride. But really what you want to do is increase your cadence. So if you note what your cadence is at a certain speed on the treadmill, as you're working on increasing it, you want to note your cadence at other speeds. And you should be around the same cadence no matter what speed you're running at. So then once you have a consistent cadence in that, around 85 to 91 foot strikes a minute, you want to work on lengthening your stride, and that'll come with leg strength. So when you lengthen your stride with the higher cadence, you'll go faster. You don't want to sacrifice cadence for a longer stride. That could lead to injury. And that's going to change the way you strike your foot on the ground. So let's talk about foot strike. It looks like you're striking midfoot, flat foot. You don't appear to be a heel striker. You don't appear to be a toe striker. And you appear to be striking the ground directly underneath your hips. One thing I want to point out is, especially when you're running outside, make sure you have a little bit of a forward lean and try to lift your heels up to your butt so you can engage your hamstring and glutes more than you are right now. You're barely bringing your feet off the ground. So let's move on to the front view. Where I can see a little bit better head position. Again, the side view would have been great to see, but right now your head position appears to be okay. You want to make sure your head is stacked on your shoulders, which are stacked on your hips, over your knees, over your ankles with a forward lean. You kind of want to tuck your chin a little bit and look down. You want to make sure you're not doing vertical movement where you're moving up and down. It's a little bit more difficult to determine that on the treadmill, but you want to be moving forward versus bouncing up and down. So just be aware of that when you're running. And again, the way to do that is with the forward lean, also bringing your heel up to your butt. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Your elbows look okay. They're flexed. You have a 90-degree angle between your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder. That looks good. So the main things I'm going to have you work on, I would Google butt kick drills. I believe I have those drills in the training plan that you purchased. Butt kick drills, doing accelerations where you do like 20-minute build, progress your speed over the course of 20 seconds where you're working on faster legs, doing some slight downhill accelerations as well to work on that leg turnover. That'll also help you with leg strength. Uphill running will help you with that leg strength, and turn help you with your stride. And that's pretty much it. If you notice any aches or pains or injuries, it could be because your your toes are a little bit flared out. Like the physical therapist said in that email, you could turn into some sort of hip or knee pain. That could be why. I think that's probably just your anatomical position, and that probably won't give you any problems. But if it does, that could be why. And I also agree with your physical therapist. It's always a good thing to constantly work on hip mobility and core stability as a runner, as an endurance athlete in general. Hopefully they gave you some exercises. I think I included some exercises in the training plan that you purchased. But if you have any questions about it, let me know, and make it a great day.